Hello everybody, welcome to my class. This is DJS Nageswara, lecturer diet Bhivanpatnam. In this video, we are going to see how questions are framed in English for a given picture. As it is important for us to frame questions in the classroom to interact with the children. So this is the picture I have taken to frame questions. So for framing questions, first we need to write as many words or sentences as possible for the given picture. So while writing the words, please see the parts of speech in our mind. You first write the naming words or the nouns. Then you write the action words. Then you write the describing words. By using these words, you can also write sentences. So here are some of the words and sentences that I have written for the given picture. If you observe the words here, the words are categorized into three parts. The first set of words are naming words, or we call them nouns. So while eliciting the nouns, please see that article is also used properly. The second set of words are describing words. And the third set of words are action words. All these words you can also see in the sentences here. So if you observe the sentences, first the sentence starts with the place of the picture. Then the sentences talk about the persons of the picture, followed by the actions of the persons doing in the picture, and then the other living things and the other objects, and how are the living things, what are the living things doing, where are the objects, and how are the objects. Just go through the sentences. So the sentences talk about all these things. And you may also see that there is connectivity in the sentences. For example, there is a man, a woman, and some children. So a girl is sitting in a wheelchair. The woman is pushing the wheelchair. So the word wheelchair is again repeated here. The woman is repeated here. The man is holding. Here we have written a man. Here the same man. That is why we have written the man. Similarly, the boy standing in the veranda is clapping. So if you observe these sentences, so the sentences talk about the places, persons, actions. Okay. Now coming to the questions. First, we write the questions about the place. What place is it? If you are sure that you can write the question directly. If you are not sure about the picture and if there are more than one option, you can say what place, comma, do you think, comma, is it? If you have any doubt regarding that, you can keep a comma and do you think, comma, and you can continue. Similarly, where, comma, do you think are the children going? Similarly, where do you think is the girl in the wheelchair going? Similarly, who do you think is the woman in the picture? So we do not know, there is no guarantee that the woman is the mother of the girl. So there is a chance, probability only. So at the times we use who, comma, do you think is the woman in the picture? So just go through the questions. How do you say that the children are going to school? So there may be some clues like uniform, time also, and the other things. So what time do you think is it? There is no guarantee that it is morning. It may be evening also. Children may also come from the school. So do all the children in uniform? So this question rises thinking in their mind. One girl is not in uniform. Then if the girl is not in uniform, why is the girl not in the uniform? So another question. Why is the girl sitting in the wheelchair is not in school uniform? So where do you think is the girl in the wheelchair going? Since all the other children are having uniform, we can say that they are going to school. Since this girl is not in uniform and she is also sitting in wheelchair, so where is she going now? So there are different answers. Probability is there. Where do you think is the man going? So there is a clue that the man is holding a sickle in his hand. So he may be going to the field. So where do you think is the man going? What is the man holding in his right hand, oblique or left hand? Who is pushing the wheelchair? What is the woman doing? Who do you think is the woman in the picture? Where is the boy standing in the, what is the boy standing in the veranda doing? He is clapping. So who is clapping? The boy standing in the veranda is clapping. Why is the boy in the veranda clapping? Because he is happy and he is enjoying. Who do you think is the boy in the veranda? Maybe the brother of the girl. What animals do you see in the picture? There are some, maybe one or two animals you can see. Where is the puppy sitting? What is the puppy doing? Why is the puppy looking at the girl like that? And what are the chicks doing? So there are some chicks in the picture also. What do you see on the veranda? There is a bag on the veranda. What bag is there on the veranda? It is a leather bag. Whose bag do you think is it? So you do not know whose bag it is. There may be a chance for guessing. How is the puppy? So whether the puppy is happy or not. Why is the girl sitting in the wheelchair? So what do you say about the girl in the wheelchair? Have you ever sat in a wheelchair? Where do we see wheelchairs? Are there any differently abled children in your school? How do you treat them? So if you observe the questions in the last questions like how is the puppy and why is the girl sitting in the wheelchair? What do you say about the girl in the wheelchair? So these questions are somewhat applicative type questions. Have you ever sat in a wheelchair? So this is a personal question. Where do we see wheelchairs? So this is a free response question. So in order to frame questions, we need to follow some tips. First, we need to focus on the tense and agreement. Like majority of the questions are framing using simple present or present continuous tense. Because here the picture depicts a scene, that means something is going on, and also position of certain items or places. So they are said using simple present, like it is a village. So that is in simple present. So what place is it? We ask a question. Next, WH words. How WH words are used. Similarly, we need to frame yes or no questions. And we need to focus on the nouns, verbs, adjectives and adverbs as answers. For every question, you must get an answer as a noun, a verb, an adjective or an adverb. Similarly, opinions and guessing, reasoning should also be there in questioning. For example, opinion in the sense, how do you treat them? Okay. And similarly, guessing, where do you think is the girl going? Where do you think sitting in the wheelchair is going? Where do you think are the children going? So guessing. Reasoning is also there, because the children are, how do you say that the children are going to school? Because they are in uniform. So reasoning is there. Similarly, applicative type questions. Applicative type questions in the sense, where do we see such wheelchairs? Have you ever sat in a wheelchair? For example, not all differently abled students or persons sit in the wheelchair. If you are not well, if you are sick, and if have gone to an hospital, so you can also see people sitting in the what you call wheelchairs, though they are not handicapped. So similarly, such questions are called applicative type or extrapolative. Extrapolative in the sense giving scope for thinking and generating ideas through thinking. So these are the tips for framing questions. Hope you have understood, and this video will definitely help you in framing questions. Thank you one and all.